Hello, guys. It's me, your boy John C. With another episode of the John C. Live Show. I've got a special guest today. I've got Mr. Jimmy Burns. So, hello, Jimmy.
Hello,
Hey,
John. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good evening, mate. You're right. Can you just
Yeah, I'm
introduce
good.
yourself to the viewers, please, Jimmy?
Yeah, my name's Jimmy Burns. I run a security company called BY Security based in Essex.
Okay. Could you tell me what you're doing before you started the security and what made you get into the security industry?
Be quite honest, John, I started college as an electrician in Southend-on-Sea, and out of the whole class, I was the only one who was interested in security, and I think I was the only one who went down that route of security, and most of them passed that and carried on to be electricians.
Oh, okay. So obviously, then you thought, okay, I'll just start my own security firm. Then,
Yeah, I worked for an alarm company, a couple of alarm companies before that, who was I'm always grateful and always thankful to them for giving me a job and a start. And you don't forget where you come from, John. That's one of my main things in life. Never forget where you come from, and never forget who was there to help you when you had nothing.
yeah, no, I agree with that because there's a lot of people that sometimes forget where they're from and they forget the help they had getting to where they are now. You know,
Exactly.
people forget
Short
that.
memories, John.
And yeah, so I can relate to what you're saying as well. Yeah, so what sort of services do you offer with BY Security then, Jimmy?
Well, we do CCTV, a lot of camera work on mainly domestic properties. We like doing the domestic jobs. There's not a lot of money to be made in it, really, if you look after people. We do burglar alarms, intruder alarms, door entry systems. But as I said, we prefer the domestic side of it.
Yeah, so so what do you think about the current lockdown situation at the moment? Has your business been struggling with it? Have you been busy? Have you been helping
Right, to
people?
be quite honest with you, John, because I'm not a liar, right? And I was never really a saver, right? But me and Mel was always out and, living a good life, going out to restaurants before lockdown. And we wouldn't think twice about going out and having a meal, probably nearly every night. Yeah. Soon as the lockdown come in, it was a bit of a reality check because I didn't have any savings, nothing put by, everything I've ever bought. I own, yeah. I don't have HP. I ain't got all the credit cards and all that. So I'm old school. If you ain't got it, you don't have it. But I tell you what, that took me by surprise at first. But you know something, because I'm a little bit shrewd with money, yeah. It didn't take me long to get back on my feet. And there was one or two people when I was in trouble at first that sent me messages. Even a couple of old customers from Southend messaged me and said, Jim, if you need anything, any money or anything at all, ring us. And I'll never forget them people. About three people. I know a lot of people, John, and I've done a lot of favours for people over the years. But I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, three or four people got in touch with me and they weren't even close friends and said, you need anything, please call us. Thank God I didn't have to. Yeah.
Yeah. So have you? So what's your current views on the lockdown system for business owners? Do you think there's a lot in place for them to help them, or?
Well, to be quite honest with you, John, it's quite sad all round. But the thing is, yeah, people have got to understand one thing: the criminals don't have days off. Yeah, it don't matter what happens. Yeah, if you're a criminal and you don't abide by the law of the land or anything like that, yeah, you ain't bothered about COVID. You ain't bothered about nothing. You're just going to go out carry on thieving. Yeah. So to be quite honest with you, I get a lot of people saying, "Well, the crime can't be that bad because we're all in lockdown." You've got that totally wrong, people. Yeah, the crime is worse than ever. You've got to understand something. When you put the news on, and every night or every week, there's 6,500 jobs, 12,000 jobs lost here, 10,000 jobs lost there. What do you think's going to happen? It ain't rocket science, right? People are going to go out thieving. They're going to go out. They've got families to feed. They've got families to support. Yeah. Now, a reporter rang me once from the BBC or somewhere like that, and she said, "Can I ask your opinion?" I said, "Of course you can." I'll give her a card. I met her a week earlier somewhere in a community centre. She said, "Do you think that the the rollout for tax credits or the wait for the money is causing crime. So I said, well, what do you think? I think universal credits, if I'm right. Yeah, I don't understand it all, John. I don't do all that. Like,
No.
I go work, right? But she said, do you think the universal credits is pushing the crime rate up? This was even before the virus, right? I said, well, hang about. Let me just say something to you. If you're a mum or a dad and you've got 4 kids indoors, for example, and you're waiting 6 weeks for your money, right?
Yeah.
And you're skint and your kids are hungry, would you go out shoplifting? And she went quiet. So I said, listen, don't go quiet on me. I'm asking you the question as a person. If you was a mum or a dad and you was waiting 6 weeks for your money to come through and your kids was hungry, would you go out shoplifting? And she said, well, I'm going to have to be honest with you. Yes, I would. So the universal credits started off the crime wave. That didn't help, yeah. Waiting 6 weeks for your money and being sanctioned or whatever they do. I don't understand the system, John. I don't think I've ever been in it, right?
No.
But then the pandemic come and more people have lost out. More people are on the floor. More people are suffering. And they're going out thieving. They're turning to crime.
Yeah, that's the problem with today's society now. You know, if they've got no money, if they've got no money for whatever, then they're going to go out and rob the innocent.
That's right, and no one can make that. No one can really make that right, John. But as I said, if you've got a government that are messing people about for money, right?
Yeah.
And you've got people with children indoors that once upon a time was a self-employed builder or a worker or had a business, and they used to be proud and get up for work every morning, and now they haven't got a penny coming in the ass. They are going to go out and they're going to help themselves, unfortunately. And the crime rate is soaring at the moment. It's terrible.
Yeah. So so with the go back to your business with your security company, do you offer any special deals for like the NHS workers at the moment? Or
Yeah, we do all blue light services, fire brigade, police, ambulance, all frontline workers.
yeah,
NHS discounts. I don't care if you work in the hospital and you're a cleaner, I'll
yeah,
give you a discount. I don't care if you're a porter. I
yeah,
don't care if you work in the kitchen doing the meals. If you work for the NHS or any frontline services, we will do you a discount because you know what? We do appreciate what they do. Yeah. I'm not going to get into politics, what my personal views are about
yeah.
what's going on. That's got nothing to do with it. But we do know that we all need the NHS, and it is very, very important that we hold it together because people rely on the NHS, and we don't want it falling apart.
Yeah. So my next question is how long have you been going for with your BY security?
Well, it's a millennium business. We started in the year 2000, John, and so now this year is 21 years in business. We've got over 5,000 customers and rising. And we've got some good customers, some loyal customers. We've had a few customers that have left us and thought the grass is greener, and they've come back a year or two later and said, "Can you take on back our alarm, or can you look after us again?" Personally, I like to say no because I'm a bit of a stubborn git. But Mel's more diplomatic. She says, "Jim, come and sort it out. Stop being a baby. Go and look after that customer." So I've got to make her right. Really, it's business at the end of the day.
Yeah. So because you got because people have to go understand that business is your bread and butter. You might have, but people might have left, but then when they realise that actually your company was good for them, they're going to come back because they're going to realise the mistake they've made.
I've been out to old people and their alarm's been playing up or their cameras, and I've had to do something really silly. And most people would charge £100 call out. They say, "How much do we owe you, Jim?" I say, "Listen, make me a cup of tea, 2 sugars, right?" Now, I know a lot of companies can't work like that because they've got big overheads and brand new vans and offices and staff. But I ain't got all them big overheads. I can go round Deirdre's house and have a cup of tea. But I still got to charge because I've got a business to run and we've got to earn a living. But I'm a fair man, John.
Yeah. So no, because that's the way I look at it with you is that obviously you'll go out your way to help people. You know
Always.
what I mean? You don't just think, oh no, okay, let's see how much money I can make. No, you're more of a people's person, but you don't get that in business today. You don't get that, So I respect you for that as well. So yeah. So whereabouts are you guys actually based? What areas do you cover? I know you do Clacton, but where else do you cover?
Well, we started out in Southend-on-Sea. That's where we run our business for years. But we're operating in Clacton now. Yeah, we cover as far as Ipswich, right down to Romford. Yeah, we've had recommendations. We've been to Surrey. We've been to Cornwall. One guy wanted me to go to Nottingham the other month and do his mum's house alarm. It's just a little bit too far, but I'll take all them as a compliment. We've been to all different people, and but we try and keep it based within the Essex and Suffolk border.
Yeah, yeah, because it proves that your business is getting known now because, like you said, you're getting people from Nottingham calling you,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
up north. So it proves that people are taking an interest in your business.
And the reason I didn't grab that work, John, to be honest with you, I could have gone in, I could have overcharged, had a nice earner. But if the customer's job went faulty or there was a problem, to be quite honest, I don't really want to be driving up to Nottingham or
No.
places far away to sort out a minor call out. So listen, I don't bite off more than what I can chew, mate, if I'm honest.
Yeah. So how can people contact you? Is it via your website? Is it social media? What's the best way to get hold of you?
Yeah, we've got the Facebook pages, we've got website, we're on Google, we're on Checker Trade. I think we've got nearly 400 genuine Checker Trade reviews at the moment, and they're going up all the time. So we've got some nice reviews. When we do a job, we bend over backwards, and the reason I like doing domestics is because I care about people's properties. I'm not crash bang wallop, grab the money. I like to tidy up, hoover up, make sure everything's done properly so they're happy.
Yeah. So do you do? So obviously I know you do houses, but do you do like shop alarms? Do you do office alarms? Do you do schools
Yeah,
alarms?
we do the commercial jobs, John, right? But to be quite honest, we do jobs for builders and that. But quite often, I mean, we've just done an hotel, 32 cameras in Colchester, and the people as good as gold. But I've done jobs for cocky builders and big people that got money, and they make you wait 60 days for your money, right? Instead of saying, do you know what, these people have come in, they've come in half the price, have done a good job, we'll make sure we pay them, they're a small business. They don't do that. They make you wait 60 days for your dough. The small businesses can't function like that, John.
No, because obviously because you gotta lay out the money sometimes at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. Yeah, but
it,
they don't give a monkeys.
yeah. So yes. Are you looking at going to be expanding your business to other counties, like getting more drivers,
No,
getting more?
no. Essex and Suffolk is more than enough. If anything, it's too much, John, to be honest with you. But you know what? When someone would do a job for someone in Romford or a job for someone in Ipswich and they recommend you to their neighbour or their family member, we feel like we're obliged to go and do the job, because it's a recommendation and we can't really turn them away.
Yeah. So yeah. So obviously we covered the lockdown. You've done the what you looked at. So obviously that was your experience there. Um, Yeah, so have you got anything else you want to add or you want to speak to? Actually, someone's just said hello, Jimmy. I don't know who that is, actually. Someone.
Whoever it is, hello. All I want to say, John, the message I want to put out there is to people, yeah, before you go out and buy your Range Rover and your 20 grand watch, yeah, your 3 grand dog, just think about getting a £600 burglar alarm or spending 1,200 quid on some CCTV. Because at the end of the day, every time I go on a burglary, 95% of the people haven't got a burglar alarm. They get burgled. And so I've seen some terrible, terrible burglaries that I'm not going to mention on here. I
No,
can't mention it on here. It's not nice. But
nice, fair.
that 95% of the people ring me after, then I turn up and do a quote. There's a brand new Range Rover on the drive, a Merc. They've got a 20 grand watch on. They've got a 3 grand dog, but no house alarm, no cameras, nothing. And I think, what can I do? Prevention's better than cure, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, because I can say this, but like for me, I don't know why people wait until they're burgled, they get burgled, then go, "Oh, I wish I had a camera." Have a camera in the first place, and you're covered.
John, I've been round customers' houses. I can't go into detail because it's not fair. I wouldn't do it to anyone.
No,
See
no,
my teddies in the background.
yeah,
Um, they've lost 40 grand's worth of gear, 80 grand's worth of gear,
yeah,
reddies, diamonds, jewellery, gold, watches, all sorts. And then they phone up and have a burglar alarm and cameras fitted after everything's gone. And some of these people ain't even insured. I don't get it. I think, how could you take that chance? You've got all this lovely stuff and you ain't even got any house insurance. I don't get it, John. All I'm doing is, I ain't trying to drum up work. Some people go, oh, he's scaremongering people. He's trying to drum up work. I'm not trying to drum up work. I've got loads of work. If anything, I pass work over to other security companies because we can't handle it. It comes in too thick and too fast. Yeah. I
yeah.
just want people to be safe because I'm sick of seeing the burglaries.
That's the trouble. When you're under the newspapers today, local or national, all you see is smashed window, broken into, this. It's because people know that because it's lockdown, times are hard, they're going to rob you.
Yeah, and
That's
they're turning from burglaries. Sorry to interrupt you there, John.
no, that's fine.
They're turning from burglaries, and I say now they're home invasions because they're coming through your door when you're in. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it don't matter what people say or who you know, who you grow up with, how hard you are. When you're laying in bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, stark naked, and 4 people burst through your door, there ain't a lot you're gonna do, right?
yeah.
Unless you're wide awake and you've got something in your hand. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. The amount of people I've been round who, I thought, hang about, I thought you was a bit of a face. It don't matter. 4 people burst through your door and tie you up or relieve you of all your money and your stuff. You ain't doing much, right? That's the truth,
No, that's true.
right? Maybe if you find out who they are, you might want to go get them later or call the police or whatever you do. But the here and now, it's I don't know what to say, to be quite honest. It just upsets me, especially when the elderly people get done, right? Because they're defenceless, right?
Yeah, they can't exactly defend themselves, to be honest.
You know, a poor old man or a poor old lady getting burgled or getting conned out of money. It's just sickening, to be honest with you. They're targeted.
Yeah, so which I think is quite sad, really. It's sad the world we live in today that we have to witness all this going on.
I mean, there was an old girl battered for a mobility scooter the other day. She was smashed black and blue. Now, I'm not being funny, John. I'm a straight goer, yeah?
Yeah.
But I think if I found out who done that to that old lady, I'd probably be going to prison or something like that. I shouldn't say that, but
No.
it's just how I feel. I can't help it. When I see that lady's face smashed to bits, that upsets me, mate.
No, seriously. And I bet loads of people that are going to watch this back later will agree with you as well, because even because I think really it costs, like, if you want something, yeah, rather than steal it, go and earn it.
Of course, but to be honest, John, you've said that, yeah, and I make you right. But there ain't no jobs out there. The government's making it hard. There's lockdown. There's small businesses that are struggling. We're living in real tough times at the minute, yeah. And sometimes you have to see both sides of the coin. You have to look at things from every angle, yeah. But smashing an old girl's face in for a mobility scooter is not on. You're gonna nick it, nick it. I don't have to smash the lady in the face, yeah.
No.
It's just some of these robberies and that are violent. They're terrible. Shocking.
They're getting worse than they ever was. You know what I mean? Before, someone might just get the odd slap, but now they're getting beat up for it. And the stuff they're nicking, really, is it really worth battering an old lady for that? It's just a scooter. If you're going to take it, but I'm not condoning it.
If the old girl had 50 grand in her handbag, you can't smash her face in and leave her black and blue for whatever.
No,
you just can't do it. But listen, that's the world we're living in. And instead of people kidding themselves or taking a chance and thinking it ain't never going to happen to me,
do
you know what? It ain't worth taking a chance for the money it costs to have it installed.
No,
peace of mind.
No, but I just think it's. I've been wanting to get you on here for a long time because obviously I actually come across your business actually on Google. I just typed in something and it come up, and I thought I need to get this guy on here. You know what I mean? Because I like what you do, man. I think you offer a really good service for customers, and I urge anybody, if you need a camera, give BY Security a call because they'll look
Thank
after
you,
you,
John.
help you. You know, give them a call. You know,
Listen, we try our best. I mean, my little Ollie's out grafting. She's a fully qualified electrician. She's done her city in guilds. She's been working me since she was 7 years old, believe it or not. Most people don't believe that, but she has. I used to let her have days off of school to come and work, yeah. Most people tell her that's disgusting. It ain't disgusting because the kids never asked the government for a penny. She goes to work and earns money, right? And she's done well. She's got quite good grades at school. And then she went on to go to college, and now she's a fully qualified electrician. But in the school holidays and weekends and the odd day, I did used to let her have days off for school to come and work. I even got caught once by a teacher who pulled me on parents' evening and said, "I see Ollie working, fitting a burglar alarm with you the other day. She's supposed to have been off with a bellyache." So, but he had a giggle, he had a laugh, right? It didn't do no damage.
see, because when I look at it, you see, you were doing something right. You were teaching your daughter a trade at a young age, which is good.
Yeah, yeah.
Because then normally you go to school, you go to college, and then you try and find a job what you want. She had a bit of experience before she went to college.
Of course she did, from every
Yeah,
angle as well, John. You
that
know,
helped
she
her, really, and
her,
respect for your
conf-
daughter as well. You know,
her confidence was built up. She used to knock on people's doors in big posh houses when she was 7, 8 years old. Hello, come to fit your alarm. My dad said, "Can he park on the drive?" This, that, and the other. So, and then I mean, I can remember back from the age of 12, she's asking me, "Dad, I want to drill holes." I said, "Ollie, you're 12 years old. I can't let you drill holes in people's houses. I've got to teach you how to drill. Yeah, I can't just let you drill holes." And slowly but surely, I taught her. Now she works on £2 million houses on her own, John. Yeah, and she's good at drilling because drilling is quite an art form. Yeah, hiding the cables, not crash bang wallet. We don't do crash bang wallet.
no. Now maybe you should start your own BY's Academy, teaching people how to do it from an early age. When you get
You
that
know
older,
what? If I had the finances and the resources and maybe the premises, I would like to do something like that, John, because I love helping the youngsters. Even when I was doing the boxing club, yeah,
yeah.
they used to come in. I just used to was happy to keep them off the streets and out of trouble. A lot of the time they'd come into the club and didn't have any money. I just ticked their name in the book and made out they paid because I weren't bothered about the money. I couldn't give a monkeys about the money. I was just happy to have them
No,
kids off the streets doing something constructive.
no, because I think that'd be a really, really, really good idea for businesses that are established to do that. Start academies up. So then obviously they're not going to be around forever. So you're going to bring in and try. And when you're doing that, you're giving the youngsters something to do. They're not going to be wanting to go out and cause trouble in the street because they're going to find a career for when they're older. You can
The
teach
thing
them
is,
to spark and
John,
to be a.
you're right. And you know what? Not all youngsters want to go to school. I never went to school. I hated
No, I
school.
hated it.
I went to the worst school in London. The only thing that school taught me was to how to have a fight, yeah?
Yeah.
Because we used to have a lot of punch ups in that school, right? Believe me. And I used to win some and I used to lose some, but I'd get stuck in and have a go, yeah? But some kids are not academic. You give them a car engine, they'll strip it down and they'll have a go, yeah? Or you put a boxing bag in front of a kid and they'll punch it. You throw a football down. The kids that play football, they love it, yeah?
Yeah.
But they need to be occupied. And another thing, just before we go, there's too much knife crime, and that's another subject, that's another story. But even during lockdown, and people shouldn't be out, but you try and keep teenagers in the hardest thing in the world. But I've got a few groups on Facebook and the daily knife crime I see, I couldn't share it because it's too negative, too depressing. But kids are getting killed and murdered every single day of the week. And it's actually heartbreaking, mate. Literally heartbreaking what they're doing to each other. And no one seems to care.
Yeah, because I agree with what you're saying on that. Because as you know, back in the day, if you had a problem with somebody, you'd use them. A straightener,
Of
done.
course. But
Now
how do you try to lose your teeth?
and now, people are doing it by guns and knives. Now they don't do. Say for example, you had a problem with someone back in the day. You both have a scrap. Normally, you go and have a pint afterwards.
Yeah, it's
But
done and
nowadays,
dusted,
now
isn't
you're
it,
getting
John?
shot or you're getting stabbed. That's what's happening now.
Then there's a lot of fatalities, isn't there?
Because the days when I remember, if you had a problem with somebody, you have a good tear up, shake hands afterwards, done, or leave. But now you're either getting shot or stabbed. That's what people know now. And it's gone wrong, really. But that's the world we live in, man. We live in.
Of course it is. And it all went wrong, I think, when they stopped national service. But as I said, I ain't going down the political route. I've had 15, 20 years of politics and it didn't get me nowhere, John. But at the end of the day, I think if the kids done national service these days, they'd probably be upstanding citizens. But that's just my opinion. I don't want to get into a big debate over it.
No, but seriously, Jimmy, I want to thank you there for coming on, though, and sharing your business to the world and showing people about what you do. And I think it's great, and I'm honoured to actually chat to you, Jimmy. So it's nice to have you on, mate.
Seriously. Thank you, John. Anytime
you're welcome, mate. You know that.
And thanks for giving me the interview and the opportunity. And I'll always be out there helping people and try my best. I don't rip people off. I'll give them value for money. And I always tell customers to get free quotes, so I try and be fair. I don't have a go at other people. I'm not a baby. At the end of the day, everyone's got a living, everyone's got to eat, everyone's got bills to pay. It ain't just all about me. But I'm getting old now, John, so I'm trying to slow it down in life, to be honest with you. Right, as long as I've got a dinner on the table every night and my bills are paid, I'm happy.
Yeah. So basically, I urge anybody, if you want to know more about his business, about Jimmy, then just go to bysecurityessex.co.uk. His number there, it's on the screen there. You can see it. His telephone number's there as well. 01702 610 456. That'll get you directly to Jimmy. You can chat to him and he'll look after you. Or bysecurityessex.co.uk. Jimmy,
thank you very much, John. And I just want to say, stay safe, everybody. God bless you. Thank you, John.
Thanks, Jim.
Bye, mate. Bye. Good night. Bye.
Yeah, I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Jimmy Burns at BY Security. Go to www.bysecurityessex.co.uk. That's bysecurityessex.co.uk. Thank you guys for tuning. Like the video, guys. Share it with your friends. And if you want to be a guest on the show, then please inbox me directly. Ta-da.